Schadenfreude begins as a spark, a quick, surprising flicker of satisfaction when someone else experiences a setback, embarrassment, or failure. It feels like a guilty smile, a small internal lift, or a momentary sense of relief. Schadenfreude is the emotional signal that someone else's misstep has touched something vulnerable in you. It moves with contrast and complexity. Schadenfreude doesn't always come from malice. It often comes from comparison, insecurity, or a desire for fairness. It can rise when someone arrogant is humbled, when someone who will hurt you faces consequences, or when someone who seems above you stumbles. Schadenfreude is the emotional exhale that says, finally, the scales feel balanced. The light side of Schadenfreude is honesty. It reveals the places where you've been hurt, overlooked, intimidated, or made to feel small. In its light, Schadenfreude becomes insight, a way of understanding your insecurities, your wounds, or your longing for justice. The shadow side of Schadenfreude appears when honesty becomes cruelty, when you begin to root for others to fail, when someone else's pain becomes entertainment or validation. In its shadow, Schadenfreude becomes disconnection, a hardening of empathy that distances you from your own humanity. Beneath both light and shadow, Schadenfreude is trying to protect your need for fairness, your desire for dignity, and your fear of inadequacy. Schadenfreude rises because something in you has felt threatened, diminished, or unseen, and someone else's stumble temporarily soothes that wound. To work with Schadenfreude, begin by noticing what part of you felt relieved or satisfied. Ask what insecurity, hurt, or comparison the moment touched. Let Schadenfreude guide you toward healing rather than judgment. When you meet it with curiosity instead of shame, it becomes a doorway to self-understanding. Schadenfreude is not here to make you unkind. It is here to reveal where you've been carrying pain. When you honor both its light and its shadow, you learn how to transform Schadenfreude into empathy, self-awareness, and emotional maturity.